due to its vantage point atop Malon Mountain and camouflage provided by lush towering pines. Here on April 1, 1942, the Japanese military established a command center. The Military Affairs Department of Hualien Harbor, which, along with the nearby Broadcast Bureau, Coastal Radio Station, Waterworks, and Japanese housing area by Malon River, started the legends about the Pine Garden, leaving indelible memories and touched moments in people's hearts. It is said that the kamikaze attack unit, departing from eastern Taiwan, were fated with imperial wine at the Pine Garden before takeoff for their suicide mission. Such a legend adds to the garden's mystique. After World War II, the Army of the KMT government and the U.S. Military Assistance Advisory Group were once the owners of this place. After the U.S. severed diplomatic relations with Taiwan in 1979, management was passed on to the Veterans Affairs Commission Executive Yuan. In 2000, the garden was designated by the Ministry of Interior as a district with special historic features, and in September 2002, listed as a historic building. In 2003, Hualien County Cultural Affairs Bureau outsourced the management of this garden to create a specialized place for art exhibitions and performances. The luxuriant pines, simple ancient buildings, and the leisurely and elegant ambiance. It's difficult to associate today's Pine Garden with the former all-powerful military command center. In 1921, the Japanese grew more than 100 salt-tolerant, wind-resistant, and sand-stabilizing Ryukyu pines throughout this plateau. However, due to damage caused by typhoons, plant diseases, and pests in recent years, only 31 of the original pines remain at the Pine Garden. Besides pines, a variety of plants can be found throughout the garden area. The most distinctive is the entwining banyan tree next to the main gate. In the eco pond of the rear courtyard are lots of amazing red and green aquatic fauna and flora endemic to Taiwan. On the first floor of the main building, you'll find a Taiwan goods shop where exquisite items are exhibited for sale. On the second floor, there's a large exhibition space for holding art exhibits, performances, and symposia. Look around the poetry study, and you'll see a display of inspiring poetic works culled from the Pacific Poetry Festival over the years. Once quarters for low-ranking soldiers, this building is now a restaurant which provides creative fusion cuisine. Visitors are welcome to try a cup of afternoon tea with the flavor of pine needles. Multi-activities such as speeches, lectures, and video watching are often held in the Wood Cabin, which was formerly a Japanese military officers' club. This was once a garrison house built to defend the Japanese military headquarters. Now it functions as the Pine Garden's Visitor Service Center, where one can also purchase culture-based creative artworks by local artists. This is said to have been the blast door of an ammunition depot. Visitors can make appointments to explore this air raid shelter. Such space with history contributes to the most serene and touching beauty of the Pine Garden. Since 2006, the Pacific Poetry Festival has been held here in October and November. Many world-famous poets and writers are invited to read, talk about, and perform their poems. This literary event has turned the Pine Garden into the most noteworthy poetry center of Taiwan. Besides the Pine Garden, Hualien offers many other leisure destinations. Hualien County Stone Sculptural Museum, Guozhijiu Music Culture Hall, Hualien Railway Cultural Park, Jian Qingshou Yuan, Fenglin Schoolmaster's Dream Factory, and the Japanese housing area by Meilun River are all great places worth visiting. We welcome you to begin your trip by visiting the Pine Garden. Here, you can taste the romantic ambiance and the rich, unsophisticated cultural savor peculiar to Hualien.